It came really out of the blue when Sean Petrie walked into my office one day and said, well, we have this idea. We kind of want to float it by you and see what you think. We're thinking about suggesting a camp for students, for incoming freshmen to introduce them to the university. And I said, are you talking about fish camp? And he said, well, this is Texas. It wouldn't be like fish camp. And I said, do you really think we'd get anybody to come? So we said, let's do it. Let's just give it a try. Didn't have any idea where it would go. At a very small camp in Wimberley. I don't remember how many students we had, but not very many. But they were enthusiastic, and it just grew from there.
I've been going to Camp Texas and talking to students starting in the middle 90s. I kind of see it as my annual rite of summer, that the summer's coming to an end when I'm going to Camp Texas and I have to get ready for the new semester. When a student's leaving high school and starting college, that is one of the biggest transitions in life that any person goes through. And one of the most important things to remember is the stress and anxiety that goes with those big life transitions. And Camp Texas does two things to help mitigate that. Number one, it provides a community. So it's a very inclusive environment that allows students from all over the state to get together. They're all going through the same thing, and that builds a cohort that can do things together. Then you've got counselors who have been through the same process very recently. They understand it, and they understand what worked. And so they provide a lot of great information to those campers that empowers them to make really good decisions right from the beginning.
You're in the heat and you're playing games and you're like really leaning into like acting kind of like a kid. Like you're really just having like childlike fun. I feel like that kind of bond is so fun, and you get to like break the barriers of like normal college life. And also you're meeting people who are like so different from you, and meeting people that you're gonna stay around school. And I just think it's so cool.
There's no better way to spend my summer than out here just being a giant goofball, just making a fool of myself for all these new students, and I just love it. It's so fulfilling.
We're here because we want to help them and we want them to be successful. So if I can get a text in the fall or get asked like to have a phone call or go out for a coffee in the fall, and they want to know like how LinkedIn works or how to build a resume, or even something as simple as just like how do I claim a big ticket and get to the line, I mean, we've done our job right.
I choose to come back every year because Camp Texas is my home. It's where I have some of my best friends in this org. It's where I can always find diversity and peace and people that love me for who I am.
Really feeling the heartbeat of the student experience. I think that's what happens at Camp Texas, that it helps the freshmen become a little more confident in their knowledge, and they can dive right in and feel like they are part of this whole spirit that is UT.